Okie doke guys, what's good? Welcome back. This is a late video. I know, I'm a bad boy. I missed my upload on Monday. There you go. Anyway, I just got a call through my buzzer system by the postal service. I finally figured out how to get them to actually tell me my freaking packages are here, which is great. Put your buzzer number on your mailbox and they can't say they can't see it. Anyway, I got me a little package in the mail from the fine folks over at Chassis. So let's do a bit of an unboxing. Unboxing a video. Good old Chassis. So I've been actually legitimately used Chassis. Oh, snap. Hello. I've actually used Chassis body powder for probably a couple of years. I've been meaning to order some more. Originally, I found it from Aaron Marino over Alpha M, and then I ordered some off the website. The customer service and product at Chassis, absolutely freaking fantastic. They're not paying me to say any of this. This is legitimately my thoughts on it. Man, you get this wicked DOP kit. This is actually so cool. We got the, the shower primer. First line of defense multi-benefit power extract blend. This is freaking dope. I can't wait to use this. Shower primer. Oh, the good stuff. Chassis man care for down there. I've only had 1 cup of Rampage today. What is this? I'm already dropping stuff? Yeah, I can't wait to try the other 2 things. I mean, Chassis is just fantastic as it is, so I can't wait to try the other products. But yeah, I'm super stoked to use this stuff because I freaking love Chassis and it's fun to just play with. Skills. And yeah, so fam over at Chassis, thank you kindly. So on the topic of skincare, which is what Chassis is, see how good this transition was? So skincare. This is what we're going to be chatting about today, and that is how to care for your leather, because leather is skin. It's an animal hide. So there's going to be cleaning, conditioning, as well as protection, which honestly is pretty much what you have to do to your own skin, especially if you got tattoos. So item number 1, which is cleaning. There's 3 different ways to clean off leather: soft, medium, and extremely hard on the finish. So number 1, which is leather soap. I've never used it, and quite frankly, from what I've seen in videos, it just looks like regular dish soap. It very well could just be. Leather soap is a lighter thing, just to kind of remove all the light surface grime and that kind of deal. Saddle soap is where we start to get into the heavy duty sort of stuff, and that is gonna be a lot heavier on the finish. So saddle soap is designed for, well, saddles. So it's designed to remove heavy dirt, heavy soiling, mud, crap caked in there, you name it. It's designed to remove that. It will remove a patina, whether it's a natural or artificial patina. It will remove finish. When I worked at a leather company, we actually had saddle soap listed on the website, and we had to put that in on the description because, well, it will remove finish. So that's something to keep in mind. So that's the second one. Saddle soap, the one I used, I've had for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, and I've accidentally let it dry up. So the cake itself just shrunk, so I just keep putting water in it, and it works fine. So if you've had some for a while, then it's fine anyway. Number 3, and the most intense one to use on while your skin and your finish, is acetone. 100% acetone. You can get this from dollar stores, you can get this from Walmart, Target, wherever. Target. And because it is a legitimate chemical finish remover, it's nail polish remover, it will completely remove finish off of your shoe or your boot, jacket, whatever you're trying to remove finish from, it will remove it. Like, I'm talking down to bare leather. So keep that in mind. It's not meant for light cleanings. It's not meant for this. It's like if you do a mirror shine on your Oxfords and you screw it up and you need to start from complete zero, that's where you get the acetone, because it will make that finish remove or disappear so quickly. That's cleaning. On to conditioning. Now this is where it gets a little fun, because there are really, really cheap conditioning products. Most notably for me is Lexol. I bought a tube of that because I needed to use it on a client's shoes. It barely worked, quite honestly. The way I see it, compared to something like Renovateur from Saphir, it barely worked. And Reno was only, oh, I don't know, $15 more. So there's conditioning. Now there's a couple different ways you can condition it. Like I mentioned, there's Lexol, Renovateur from Saphir. Now you can also get into the balms and oils, which is something we'll talk about in the protection section as well. The balms and oils, which are kind of combined because they're usually from the same company, those will condition as well. From my experience, I've only used Obenaufs. It doesn't condition as well as Saphir or that kind of thing, but we'll get into that. So the best way, in my personal opinion, for you to condition your leather, just go for the best. Quite honestly, save up a little bit of extra money, get yourself a couple of jars of Saphir Renovateur. I would get Renovateur. I have used a bunch of different conditioning agents. The other thing I should mention, shoe cream, Pure Polish most notably, does have a ton of conditioning in their shoe cream. Let's move on to point number 3, which is where you can kind of expound it a little bit if you want to sound like you're from Yale or Harvard. And that would be protection. So, like I mentioned before, Pure Polish has a ton of conditioning. And it even goes up into their waxes, which is the crazy part of, as I twitch my head. That's the thing that blew my mind when I started doing a mirror shine and just a regular shine on my shoes with their polish. It honestly has a ton of conditioning in it. And you can actually see it because the leather changes to a darker color for a couple minutes, and then as you're going, it slowly but surely comes back to the normal color. This is something we're going to talk about in a minute here, darkening of leather. Keep that in mind. But Pure Polish polish itself has conditioning in it as well, which is freaking awesome. So, there's, balms, polish. There's 3, maybe 4 different ways you can protect. Well, okay, there's umpteen amount of ways you can. So number 1, usual kind of thing, just your typical polish. Kiwi, Saphir, Pure Polish, whatever. Kiwi, I do not recommend because it doesn't have any kind, it's a chemical-based polish. The other ones are gonna have oils and nutrients and stuff built in. So that's the biggest thing. So polish, that's where it breaks into 2 different types. There's regular polish, which has more kind of oils and that kind of thing in it. But then there's also hard waxes like Saphir Mirror Gloss, and that's just hard waxes. That's going to build up the mirror shine. That's also going to be really good on the toe caps of shoes because the more layers of that wax you have on it, the harder the toe cap gets. So if you end up opening a door onto the toe of your shoe, you're not going to scratch the shoe or the leather, you're going to scratch the polish. Then we get into leather oil, which isn't going to be as much of a barrier against the elements as, say, leather balm or heavy waxes, but it will definitely provide something. It's in that protection range. You look at various shoe companies, they'll either recommend Renovateur, Venetian shoe cream. So there's various ones you can use on this. And there's also things you shouldn't use on certain types of leather. After watching Stridewise, because he used Hubert's shoe grease, I think it was that one on his Chrome Excel Thursdays, and that apparently just torched the leather. So keep that in mind. Do your research, make sure you're not using the wrong product on the wrong leather and all that kind of stuff. So that's a prime example of like a shoe oil. It is designed that you have to heat it up and then use a rag and apply it, and then as it hardens, it's full of like tree sap and beeswax and all this kind of stuff. It creates this barrier on it. Now we're moving into balms. Leather balm. This is where it gets fun. There is a bunch of it out there. And it will darken your leather depending on which one you use. So there's Obenaufs, there's Smiths, Craft and Lore make their own. You name it. You can, if you search leather balm, there's a ton. Cobbler's Choice apparently makes a really good one. With leather balms, it's gonna vary depending on what they use. Now the thing is, most of these companies do not have a list of ingredients. Obenaufs does not. Smiths labels or. Smiths does have a list of ingredients, but the other ones don't tell you. So that's a thing. But something like Obenaufs is notorious for darkening leather. The good old Craft and Lore wallet that I've got. This used to be about a salmon pink. Like a really light salmony fleshy pink. Look at this thing now after less than a month. And this has been using Obenaufs on it. So I have some Craft and Lore balm coming. I'm really interested to see what that looks like on the Thursday boots that I have coming as well. Smiths and Craft and Lures, they're going to darken the least amount. It's still going to darken because, especially if it's a super dry leather, it will darken up because that leather has no more oil and all that kind of stuff in it. So once you start replenishing the oils and the goodness in it, then it brings it back to the full color it used to be, and the color will ease off a little bit after a day or two of letting it dry. But just so you know, when you balm a leather, it will darken immediately. Right. And folks, I believe we have covered this. I'm going to try to make this as short as I can of an edit, because I don't want to bore y'all with the details of nerdiness of leather, but it's something to keep in mind. I've got multiple leather jackets, I've got leather gloves, the wallet, multiple pairs of leather shoes and boots. So it is something that if you are into long-lasting products, leather, it will crack and it will be hard. You're screwed at that point. You can't bring it back to the original look because it's cracked and it's dry. You can try, but it's not going to be as easy as you think. So, as usual, if you like what you're seeing, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell because, well, yeah, it's a thing. And it's Friday. Enjoy your weekend. I will see you guys on Monday with another video. I am attempting to get 2 a week out. Sometimes it doesn't happen, but it's a thing. And as usual, all my links will be down below, including links to the products in the affiliate link section. So check it out, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay home, and peace.